We have talked a lot about this particular faction. Let's now go ahead and talk about yet another firqa, yet another sect called Al-Murji'ah. Al-Murji'ah, the word Al-Murji'ah comes from arja yurji irja'an. Yeah. And Quran also uses this word. قَالُوا أَرْجِهْ وَأَخَاهُ وَبَعَثْ فِي الْمَدَائِنِ حَاشِرِينَ. Similarly, Quran also says in Surah At-Tawbah, if I'm not wrong, وَآخَرُونَ مُرْجَوْنَ لِأَمْرِ اللَّهِ. Yeah. So, arja yurji irja'an is to differ something. Differ, not D-I-F-F-E-R, but differ as in D-E-F-E-R. In the sense that you push away the deadline of something, you procrastinate something, you delay something. And the reason this particular faction is given the title Al-Murji'ah is because of the kind of definition they adopted for the word Al-Iman, for the belief system. We all know that Al-Imanu التصديق بالقلب والإقرار باللسان والعمل بالجوارح والأركان. So in a sense we are saying that the Iman, the definition of Iman is التصديق والإقرار والعمل. So these guys, Al-Murji'ah, would say Al-Imanu التصديق فقط. They would simply say that there is nothing doing with your righteous deeds as far as Iman is concerned, which means they delayed, they removed, they pushed away from the definition of Iman an integral element of it called Al-Amal, which is why their name is Al-Murji'ah. Similarly, other ulama say that because of this definition, they would not call a kafir a kafir. I mean, a kafir is someone who does not believe in Allah Azza wa Jal as, one unique or one and absolutely one Allah Azza wa Jal. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ Allahu as-Samad. They would not believe. I mean, anyone who would not believe in this is indeed, anyone who would not believe in the kalima la ilaha illallah is indeed a kafir. Yeah, is someone who does not believe this. So these people, Al-Murji'ah, would not even call a spade a spade. Why? Because they would say, according to their definition, anyone who says that Allah Azza wa Jal is the creator, Allah Azza wa Jal is the sustainer, anyone who says that Allah Azza wa Jal created them, anyone who recognizes Allah Azza wa Jal as the true Lord is a mu'min for them. Which means for them, the likes of Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab are all Muslims, because Allah Azza wa Jal in the Quran clearly says, وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهِ وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُمْ مَنْ خَلَقَهُمْ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهِ. So every time you ask them who created them, they would say Allah Azza wa Jal. Every time you ask them who created the skies and the earth, they would say Allah Azza wa Jal. So when they are saying Allah Azza wa Jal, it is that created them. They are simply saying that they also have what is called at-tasdeeq. So consequently, they would consider them Muslims. I mean, this doesn't end here. By this definition, you are also saying that Fir'aun is also a Muslim, because Fir'aun says, at the time of his death, وَجَاوَزْنَا بِبَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ الْبَحْرَ فَأَتْبَعَهُم فِرْعَوْنُ وَجُنُودُهُ بَغْيًا وَعَدْوًا حَتَّى إِذَا أدركه الغرق قال آمنت أنه لا إله إلا الذي آمنت به بنو إسرائيل وأنا من المسلمين. He said that he believed in the Lord, in the Ilah of Allah, Ilah of Musa alayhi salam, Ilah of Bani Israel, he said. So according to them, Fir'aun, not just Fir'aun, if you look at it, from this definition, you would say that Iblis was also a Muslim that way. Because Iblis believed, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. He said, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, you created me with fire. وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. You created Adam alayhi salam with clay. And he further goes on to say, قَالَ أَنظِرْنِي إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. He realized that it is only Allah Azza wa Jal that can cause him to continue to live on until the morning of the Day of Judgment. So he asked him to give him reprieve. He asked Allah Azza wa Jal to let him live on until the day of judgment, clearly means that he realizes who Allah Azza wa Jal is. Therefore, according to them, he also is a Muslim. So this is so sickening, and I mean, it doesn't make any sense that you say that al-imanu at-tasdiq faqat. Not just that, there is a section amongst the al-Murji'ah also who say that al-imanu huwa al-qawl faqat, qawlun bil-lisan faqat. I mean, they don't even say that it has to be from your heart. It has to be the affirmation of your heart. They simply say that if you can utter once from your mouth, you're a Muslim. Similarly, some people say amongst them al-Murji'ah. I mean, amongst the al-Murji'ah, some people say al-imanu al-ma'rifah faqat. I mean, if you can recognize Allah Azza wa Jal, if you can recognize the true potential, true power of Allah Azza wa Jal, then you're a Muslim is what they say. Then you are, in other words, what they are trying to say is that the iman of any one of us is equal to that of the predecessors, the Sahaba, the companions, such as Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anhuma. That's what they're saying. That your iman, and also because like we say al-imanu qawlun wa amalun yazidu wa yanqus. We always have been saying it, especially not just here. We always have been saying from the first day, from the first day onwards, after from the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam becoming the Prophet, that iman is what? Qawlun wa amal, statement and actions. And yazidu wa yanqus, yazid bil ta'at wa yanqus bi al ma'siyah. Yeah, so we know it very clearly that iman is a component that continues to increase and also decrease. They say no, it doesn't increase, it's just one component, which is why they say that your iman is more or less like the iman of, say, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, Umar radiallahu, while they may not say it verbally, but that's what the definition says. Which is why we say that no, iman increases when you continue to do righteous deeds, and iman decreases when you continue to do bad deeds. Yeah.